we're probably the world's worst fishermen. For years, we've attempted fishing while on our sailing excursions, and every time we've come up empty. But now we're sailing in Barkley Sound, arguably one of the most fruitful salmon fishing areas in BC, if not the world. And catching a salmon was now the most important thing on our bucket list. But first, after 2 weeks here in the islands, we're making a stop in Ucluelet.
So the plan is that we're going to regroup, stay in an Airbnb for a few days, enjoy long hot showers, and do some laundry, and walk the Wild Pacific Trail tomorrow. Stock up with groceries, provisions, and then early next week our friends are joining us.
So before trying our hands again at fishing, we had a couple days to explore Ucluelet and Tofino, a couple of the coolest little towns on the west coast of Vancouver Island.
Ucluelet, or Yuki as the locals call it, is located on the northwest corner of Barkley Sound and is the largest town anywhere on or near the sound. There are a couple of docking options for cruisers here: the public dock and the small craft harbor, where we decided to stay as it was adjacent to a condo we rented for the next few days. The town serves as a hub for the local fishing industry and is home to hippies, surfers, and beautiful coastal resorts. It's also known for its works of public art, shops, cafes, and our destination hike, the Wild Pacific Trail.
It is probably a round trip of about 6 miles from the marina. First we walked to the end of the peninsula, and then we picked up the trail down by the lighthouse. Now we're going to do the lighthouse loop and then head back along to the rest of the Wild Pacific Trail as it heads along the coast of the Pacific.
And we're really lucky because it is a beautiful, clear day, although I heard it's quite spectacular when it's stormy here, when the waves are crashing along the rocks, but can't beat the weather.
Sunny blue skies, not a cloud out there. I don't think they get too many days like this here.
So the sea foam apparently has lots of nutrients and plankton and various organisms that are helpful to the sea life here. So it may look like gunk, but it actually is food for the marine life. So look how it sparkles down there. It's really pretty.
It takes 2 to 3 hours to walk the entire loop if starting from the center of town. And it may be the most beautiful trail we've ever hiked. Today we're going to Tofino, taking the bus from Ucluelet up to Tofino and spending the day up here. It just kind of makes more sense to take the bus up here for 40 minutes rather than a 5.5 hour passage on the boat. So we're going to spend the day here, explore the beaches, the town, see what Tofino is all about.
Tofino is a Southern California beach town, but on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
Where are we?
We're at Long Beach, just outside of Tofino.
Oh, not Long Beach, California. No.
It is the surfing mecca for Canadians. And while it's definitely worth a day trip for the beaches, art, and shops, the one place we had to visit while we're here is Tacofino, even with a 40-minute line for fish tacos.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good? Why are you using a fork on your taco?
It's so big I can't fit it in my mouth.
It's pretty big, but it is pretty good. Worth the wait? Yeah.
And speaking of fish, we were about to leave the Ucluelet harbor for a few days of fishing in Barkley Sound. So to hopefully learn a little about the fish and the ecosystems here, we stopped by the Ucluelet Aquarium on our last day.
The aquarium is unique in that all of the animal life on display is collected locally new each year in February for the year's displays, then returned the following year to the same places where they were found.
Yeah, it's soft actually. It's a little kind of slimy, but soft. Oh, that one.
What?
That one's a little sharp. Ooh, that one's really sharp.
Oh, so they're different.
Yeah. They're hard texture, kind of like sandpaper. It's like a big gooey duck. Ew.
What,
Feels like flesh.
what did that feel
It
like?
feels like flesh.
I don't know if we found out anything that would help us with our fishing, but we're now on our way back out to Barkley Sound to explore two little anchorages in the Broken Group, Joe's Bay and Effingham Bay.
All right, heading back to the boat with the new skipper.
And a new first mate. You're just a passenger now.
Right. You saw a turtle.
I would have seen it. Oh, shit.
What are we doing here?
What the hell?
Where are we going? What's the skipper doing here?
I'm not sure about docking yet.
Okay.
Yesterday we picked up a couple friends, Bob and Dana, in Ucluelet, and we headed out towards the Broken Group Islands. We sailed over to Effingham Bay, and after a beautiful sunset, we're ready today to go fishing. Bob is an expert fisherman, knows what he's doing, knows where we should go, and he says the outside of Effingham Island here is a good fishing spot. So far, we have not had any luck fishing. Let's see if we can finally catch some fish.
So we had 2 bites. We actually saw one of the salmon and unfortunately lost it right as it got to the boat. And then we had to let a line go because it got caught on the bottom, unfortunately. So I say 3rd time's a charm. I don't count that last one because that was a bottom hit.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, he's pretty.
All right, there it is.
We have a fish for dinner, so we don't have to defrost the turkey.
We spent the morning catching fish and then found a nice little anchorage with a beach. And it's actually a great little place to get out of the wind. There's supposed to be a lot of wind coming in tonight at around 6 to 7 p.m. So I think this is pretty protected from where that's going to be. We also have quite a family of eagles in this little area, and we've got some eagle food to feed them.
Oh, right there, yeah.
with Nicky. I think he had too much to eat already. Didn't want our salmon carving.
Well, somebody wanted it.
Crows.
Actually caught salmon in Barkley Sound and fed ourselves, the eagles, and the crows. Stay tuned for our next episode as we continue sailing and exploring new anchorages in the Pacific Northwest. To follow all our adventures, click to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at SailingSVIndigo.